Let's begin this morning, though, with some hopeful news in the ongoing baby formula shortage. The country's largest supplier, that is Abbott, is importing millions of cans, and President Biden has invoked the Defense Production Act to boost domestic supplies. Nikole Killion is on Capitol Hill with more. Nikole, good morning.
Hey, good morning to you, Vlad and Anne-Marie. FDA Commissioner Robert Califf says that he is acutely concerned about the safety and availability of baby formula. However, that's not enough to quell lawmakers who want to know how we got to this point.
I know parents all across the country are worried about finding enough infant formula to feed their babies.
President Biden says he's directing his administration to do everything possible to address the national baby formula shortage. He will invoke the Defense Production Act to ensure manufacturers have the necessary ingredients to make safe infant formula. The emergency action allows the president to direct companies to prioritize orders for the federal government, which has only been used about a dozen times in the last 2 decades, mostly during the pandemic. The president is also launching Operation Fly Formula to import more product from overseas to speed up delivery.
We know where the product is, and we know we do not have enough.
The bill is passed.
House lawmakers approved 2 bills Wednesday night. One would provide $28 million to the Food and Drug Administration to prevent future formula shortages.
This bill just continues the Democrat strategy of throwing money at the same bureaucrats who caused the crisis.
The other loosens restrictions for families in the Women, Infants, and Children Nutrition Program.
I want to say to the moms struggling that we hear you.
Connecticut's Johanna Hayes received WIC benefits as a teenage mom and sponsored the measure.
I know what it means to run out of milk in the middle of the month, but many of these families, they had their WIC benefits but couldn't even use them at the store because the options that were available to them were off the shelves.
About half of the formula purchase nationwide is through the WIC program, so that's why having some more options and brands could be helpful to some of these families. Both of these bills now go to the Senate. As for the FDA commissioner, in addition to his appearance today, he will also face lawmakers once again next week, along with executives from some of the major formula manufacturers. Anne-Marie?
So speaking of the FDA commissioner's appearance before Congress today, what are they hoping to hear from him?
Well, a couple of things. I mean, look, this is part of a larger problem that stems initially from this plant in Michigan that had to shut down over contaminated formula that ultimately killed 2 infants. So it's getting to the source of what happened in that particular instance. You know, lawmakers feel that the FDA was delayed in its response following that recall. So they want to get to the bottom of that, as well as some of the other factors that led to this current shortage. And keep in mind, this is just one of many hearings. You've got the House Energy and Commerce Committee looking at this, a House Oversight Committee that's launched an investigation. So certainly this won't be the first time that the commissioner will have to answer questions. Same thing for a lot of these manufacturers who will certainly be in the hot seat here in Congress over the next couple of weeks.
All right, Nikole, thank you very much.